Have you ever felt such intense pressure that even the act of breathing seems insufficient? How do we cope when both our body and mind are on the verge of collapse? Symptoms like shortness of breath, trembling, sleep problems, stomach or head pain, and mental confusion are becoming more common. Many of us live in a constant state of anxiety, feeling perpetually nervous, fearful, and worried. This relentless pressure prevents us from enjoying life in peace, contentment, and happiness. Epictetus stated that our anxiety arises from concerns about things beyond our reach, while we neglect or disdain what we already have. It might seem that this Stoic view is inaccurate, especially considering that our anxiety can be triggered by tangible problems such as work issues, health concerns, or family disputes. One might think that in this sense, the Stoics are mistaken. However, their understanding of anxiety is closer to reality than it might seem. In the whirlwind of responsibilities and challenges, how can the philosophy of a Roman emperor offer us a haven of calm? Marcus Aurelius, faced with countless and severe difficulties, asserted that mental well-being is an incredibly valuable treasure for which we must strive to preserve. For Stoicism, achieving inner peace, or tranquility, is key to experiencing true joy. Maintaining peace of mind in the face of any circumstances is essential for a rich and authentic life. In this video, my goal is to guide you towards that much-desired inner peace to enhance your well-being. I will start by defining what tranquility means from a Stoic perspective and its significance. Then, I will offer practical steps that will help you move towards this state confidently and reliably. Stoicism can be visualized as a triangle with the corners representing virtue, happiness, and tranquility, essential elements for a true and complete existence. While virtue and happiness have been topics of discussion in other videos, this time we will focus on tranquility. From a Stoic point of view, tranquility is understood as a state of being characterized by consistent calmness and peace in the face of life's diverse circumstances. For a Stoic, feeling anxious or agitated contradicts this state, disrupting the Stoic triangle's foundation. Tranquility acts as a beacon that guides us through the storm, overlaying the logic of the lighthouse onto the emotions and turbulence of the storm. Through tranquility, logic gains dominance, allowing us to overcome nervousness, anxiety, and impulses. In mastering our anxiety, we align with our human nature, which is distinguished by the ability to reason, unlike other living beings driven by irrational instincts. Achieving tranquility immerses us in an ocean of peace and silence, far from the whirlpool of emotions, and surrounded by an atmosphere of serenity. As you might have guessed, striving for Stoic tranquility is based on two key pillars previously explored on this channel: the dichotomy of control and amor fati. Pursuing tranquility, the dichotomy of control guides us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not, encouraging us to act with integrity regarding what we can influence and humbly accept what is beyond our control. In this recognition that we have done everything possible and let go of the impossible, lies unparalleled peace. Why worry if we have changed what can be changed, and the unchangeable does not trouble us? For this reason, the dichotomy of control and amor fati, love of fate, are closely connected. We must embrace and love our fate as it is, acting rightly towards what we can control and accepting what we cannot. In this acceptance and virtuous action lies the essence of our life, the most precious gift leading us to virtue and happiness. Practicing virtue, managing the dichotomy of control, and living by amor fati allows reason to govern impulses and tranquility to prevail over chaos in any life situation. It is in this state that we achieve true freedom, because only then can we consciously choose our actions, freeing ourselves from impulsive reactions that make us prisoners of ourselves. As we reach a state of tranquility, logic begins to prevail in our being. We become masters of our lives, capable of making reasoned decisions about which actions to take in the face of any events that may arise. It is only at this stage that we move towards happiness and virtue. Thus, for Stoicism, tranquility is in perfect harmony with virtue and happiness, being these three essential and irreplaceable for a complete and authentic life. You may think that achieving such a state is unattainable. Still, I will offer you 8 tips to cultivate this precious inner peace and advance in virtue towards happiness. But first, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. We have a lot of wisdom to share. Let's continue. 1. Master your breathing. In moments of anxiety and confusion, when our mind is clouded and we lose the ability to think clearly, the first step is to find ways to calm down and start thinking clearly. An effective method that always helps me is breath control. Sit or lie down, close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply, in through your nose, letting the air fill your belly, and out through your mouth. Focus solely on this process. Repeat as many times as needed until, even if the problem remains, you can view it more clearly. 2. Analyze the problems. Once you can think clearly, take time to analyze the problems you are facing. Specifically, visualize what is bothering you. We cannot solve a problem without clearly defining what it is and where it comes from. Ask yourself what the source of this problem is, who caused it, what its consequences are, and whether it has a solution. At this stage, seeking advice from others can be extremely helpful. An external perspective on our dilemma can provide better insight, reduce its significance, and possibly reveal a solution. 3. Use the dichotomy of control. Identify which aspects of the problem are within your control and which are not. If it's something you can change, why worry? And if it's something beyond your reach, what's the point of worrying about something you can't change? 4. Remember that nothing is permanent. All moments, both good and bad, eventually pass. Believing that new stages and experiences will come is critically important. Keeping calm will eventually disperse what worries you, especially if you approach your problems with virtue and logic. 5. Recognize that suffering and worry are counterproductive. Anxiety and stress are not helpful. They do not motivate us to act, but only generate suffering and paralyze us. What's the point of worrying if the only thing it achieves is paralysis? Stay calm and focus on solving the problem in the most effective way possible. 6. Visualize anxiety as external to you. Anxiety happens within us, but we must remember that it cannot control us. The part can never be greater than the whole. It's impossible for anxiety to be stronger than us. Always remember this and constantly use tools to ensure that your mind prevails over anxiety. 7. Adopt a healthy and peaceful lifestyle. To overcome difficulties and accept what fate presents to us, it is vital to adopt habits that promote peace and tranquility in our lives. How can someone immersed in chaos and a hedonistic existence hope to find tranquility? It's important to discipline oneself and prioritize 5 key aspects: rest, exercise, meditation, reading, and balanced nutrition. These are the essential pillars supporting both our physical and spiritual well-being, providing the necessary nourishment to cultivate virtue, embrace tranquility, and achieve happiness. 8. Recognize that your tranquility also shines for others. As mentioned earlier, tranquility is a beacon in the storm, not only enhancing our virtue and well-being, but also amplifying them in others. By spreading anxiety and nervousness, we deprive others of the benefit of calm. Conversely, by maintaining tranquility, we foster an atmosphere of peace for our loved ones, becoming role models and enriching their lives in a more meaningful and authentic way. In conclusion, I'd like to share some Stoic reflections on tranquility. Seneca asserted that happiness and tranquility are achieved by living in harmony with nature and reason. Epictetus noted that although we cannot choose our external circumstances, we can always choose how to respond to them. Marcus Aurelius added that nothing disturbs him since he adapts to events and does not resist reality. What are your thoughts on the Stoic perspective on tranquility? What strategies do you use to maintain calm? Is there something that causes you anxiety and seems uncontrollable? It's not an easy path, but the reward is the most precious, virtuous, and fulfilling life. Don't give up and work on mastering your impulses and emotions. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope these tips will be very valuable to you. Consider sharing it with those who need it, and share your thoughts in the comments section because wisdom must be shared to thrive. Comment, "I'm Stoic," so I know you watched until the end. So, which path of Stoicism will you choose, right or left? You have 2 Stoic videos that you'll enjoy. See you next time.